Hello and welcome to another episode of Techfanatic Official, your guide to the cryptoverse. Today I'm going to talk about Scaleswap and their new product offering that's coming along. So you probably watched my video, I don't know, over 6 to maybe 8 months ago on the video I've covered on Scaleswap, the IDO platform that they have, the fair mechanism that they're using, and some of the projects. I think my video was just before Art Wallet IDO, which did the 70x back then. And actually a few of my friends could join Scaleswap IDO because of my video, which made me happy because I always want the community to benefit from my videos, and that's the most important thing. Anything I'm providing in this video is obviously not a financial advice, and you should do your own research. But let's jump straight into what is the update about Scaleswap, and I'm going to cover it in 4 sections. So first thing is there's a new product that they have called ScaleAlpha, and what is the concept about it. And then I'm going to also talk about the new project that they have as a flagship project. So if you think about the Scaleswap Launchpad and ScaleAlpha, what happened is a lot of the projects in the last few months did not perform well. And one of the reasons is some of them have a much better schedule and pricing in the private round. So sometimes they're 2 to 3 times cheaper, and they raise millions of dollars. So you have seen tokenomics of some projects that I have mentioned, and sometimes the IDO round didn't perform as well. And that's because, for example, they might sell a token at $1 and raise $3 million at that price. And then they raise a token at $2 or $3 at the public round. But the private investor or seed investors are better off. And usually they're just here for trading and, making a revenue on their initial investment. So what happens is they sell, and the pricing unfortunately impacts the IDO participants. And I've heard from a lot of you that sometimes you prefer for the project to launch and buy it after the IDO because it's getting cheaper than the IDO price because of this selling pressure from the pre-seed and seed investors. And that's sometimes true, especially when we are in a bear market like right now. Usually in a bull market, I would not agree with that, because I think the public round is actually a better strategy, given that this gives you a higher amount of tokens, even if the pricing is not favorable. But now we are not in a bull market, we are in a bear market. So what Scaleswap team is thinking of is they're coming with this new tool, which is going to be an automated tool for seed and private cryptocurrency participants, and bring that actually to people to be able to participate not just as a VC, because as you know, usually the private round and seed round is not open to the public. It's open usually to the institutional VCs, those bigger VCs, I don't want to name them, but, for example, Three Arrows Capital, for example, they bring a value as a brand as well. But at the same time, there's a disadvantage, right? The disadvantage is that they will have it very cheap and they will sell it because naturally it's their investment. And especially seed or pre-seed round, that's almost very hard to get in for a public participant without having that portfolio in their investment portfolio. Sometimes private rounds have been possible through community VCs, which they charge you a fee of 10% to 15%. And sometimes there's a risk because you're basically asking someone else to hold your money and distribute it to you. So there are some implications as well. Whereas the public round is on a launchpad, and then you get the public investment. So what is ScaleAlpha? Basically is giving you an access to that pre-IDO round of private, seed, and pre-seed. And it is the first product of the kind because you're investing your money in a pool and you claim your money. So, or you can get a refund depending on the scenario. Sometimes that happens. So you're basically just like another VC. You're allowing the retail backers to, they're allowing the retail backers like yourself to participate in the pipeline. And you don't have to put a percentage fee, 10% or 5%. You just have to be a Scaleswap community member, just like how you are a member in the IDOs, and hold the specific NFTs that they will have. So because of this new product, I think this is going to be a game changer for people, because now it's going to allow people not just VCs to participate and hopefully not have a lot of those shark VCs, dumping the prices. So the unique selling point here, and why I think it's special for the retail investor, is that the launchpads at the moment are not, as I said, allowing you to have that early funding round. Whereas in ScaleAlpha, which is this product from Scaleswap, they're allowing you to participate in the early funding round by just supporting the project, purchasing the token at a lower price, and just being community member of Scaleswap, holding the Scaleswap tokens and also the NFT pass, which I'm going to talk about. And what they're saying here makes sense, right? So some projects, the IDO rounds are valuations that are $50 to $200 million, whereas the rounds for VCs are usually between $5 to $20 million. And those people who are cryptocurrency whales buy it cheap and sell it and dump it on the people on the token generation event. So that's why ScaleAlpha is trying to eliminate that gap and help the crypto community to access to these early rounds and provide support. Because if you actually think about my content in the last few weeks and months, I actually think opening this to the community will be even better, because community KOLs are the people who do the highest amount of marketing and word of mouth rather than some of these VCs. And also people holding the token rather than one person holding 100K worth of a token. If 50 or 100 or 200 people are holding it, the holder number of addresses increasing for that token, increasing the popularity and demand. It de-risks mass selling, because usually when one person sells, for example, 10% of 100K or 10K, and the project's done at 20x, they dump $200,000 at once, and it dumps the price very quickly. Whereas if you're 200 people holding that much money, there's a de-risk factor, because not everyone is going to sell it, and not everyone is going to sell it at the same time. These are sort of market making tricks as well, right? So that's the benefit of that startup fundraising. And it also helps Scaleswap and ScaleAlpha to have this value added project and tool for the community. So it's a long-term activity that they're doing, that not only IDO, but now pre-seed and private sale as well. So their flagship project, which is the first project they're going to launch, is going to be ScaleAlpha. And it's going to be EYWA protocol for their flagship launch. It's going to be in June, which is now. And this is the first pre-IDO opportunity that they're providing. EYWA protocol, it's like a middle layer for all blockchains, and it's going to be interoperable between all the chains. And also it's going to have cross-chain dApp development and asset management involved. So they're combining this ScaleAlpha program with Scaleswap to help the loyal members be able to access early round of EYWA protocol, which is a very interesting project. You can get more information actually about it, which I'm going to cover in a bit more detail. But before doing and talking about EYWA protocol, to summarize, there are 4 benefits for the Scaleswap ScaleAlpha product. The first one is, if you are having a good score, you get access to the investment at a reduced rate, right? So as a Scaleswap person with a good scale score, not only you have IDO access, but now you have pre-IDO round access. If you're a community member, if you remember, Scaleswap also had a first come first serve round for a limited number of people for their IDOs. Usually 20% or 30% of the pool was for first come first serve to help new members come and test the projects. And now they're doing that with ScaleAlpha as well, but you need to purchase the NFT, and that NFT for that relevant project is going to allow you to be participating in the pre-IDO round. And also you get an early investment round access to the most vetted projects in the space, because as you know, Scaleswap works with the InMind group, and they do a lot of vetting and investment analysis. And obviously, you're not in an unfair advantage that some VCs have, because now you're on the same boat as them. in terms of the pricing and the fully diluted valuation, but remember, longer vesting. So let's see how the mechanic for this is going to work, right? So they're going to actually use NFT to allow people to participate in this token selling. So ScaleAlpha NFT is going to be sold, and it's the access to EYWA token selling round, and it begins, you can claim this ScaleAlpha NFT. The claiming starts Monday, 6th of June at 16 UTC or 00 GMT, and it opens until all the NFTs are sold until Friday, 10th of June. Once this sale is finished on the 10th of June, the ScaleAlpha pool will be launching, and there will be people who need to continue doing their whitelisting and claim the amount of allocation they want. Now, this is going to be divided into three different ones. So one is the Scaleswappers. This pool is for people who have been loyal and held over to 2,700 score to claim this for free, and they just need to connect their Polygon wallet, claim the NFT. You need to apply for this, and you'll be verified by Scaleswap team. There's a limited availability for it. People who are not part of the Scaleswap yet, the new people, they can own this NFT by purchasing 10,000 SCA tokens. So if we go and check the price of SCA now, and market is not doing well, by the way, today. So Scaleswap is 0.02. So let's say 10,000 by 0.02, $200 at the price of today. If you said $200 to $300, you will have enough Scaleswap tokens to get this special edition NFT. And remember, the token is also going to help you to have access to future IDOs as well. So you can purchase this NFT and use it as a pass for ScaleAlpha. There are very limited numbers, and you can buy it from the Polygon address. And this is a good mechanism because it's helping buy back some of the tokens of Scaleswap for the community. They also have loyal startup supporter. So these are the startups that are raising funds using ScaleAlpha pool, and they want to give this to the community. So for example, EYWA protocol, they might want to give some of their tokens and NFTs to their community, and there's a limited availability. Now, the mechanics of how this works and how to get involved is for the ScaleAlpha. All the information is also, by the way, in the Telegram channel, and you can search on Twitter, but basically you need to wait for an email to come, be subscribed to the Scaleswap mailbox. So subscribe here, get an email, do your research, participate in one of the three pools. So Scaleswappers, EYWA supporters, ScaleAlpha purchasing, you need to pay. After you hold the NFT, you get a KYC request. You finish your KYC, you get whitelisted. You participate in round 1 on the 30th of June or round 2 on the 40th of June, and then you wait for the token generation event. Yeah. So, and I think that's pretty much a summary here as well, right? You keep informed, you do your due diligence of the project, you claim and purchase your NFTs, either one of these pools. I already mentioned about the timing that you can have. And this is all the information on the contract address of how to hold. And there's also a note that there's a limited number of that. And also the KYC step 4, participate in the sale. The first round for the sale will be limited to minimum of 100 USD to a maximum of 500 per person. And after the 14th of June, when it's the first come, first served, you can buy up to 2,500. So, and then the maximum you can have, combination of the rounds, you can be 3,000 US dollars. You get a proxy token, and the token will be exchanged one-on-one on the token generation events with the EYWA tokens. So that's pretty much summary of how the mechanics work. And if you want to have a look on how it works and how it's looking like, you can buy the SCA here, and it directs you to QuickSwap exchange. This is the bridge of Scaleswap, and then you can go to the NFT sale. So there will be 3 pools. So there will be Scaleswapper Pass, which I mentioned, EYWA Community Pass, and the exclusive NFT Pass live on Monday, 6th of June. Now, for this, and they have the EYWA symbol here as well. Now, for this, there will be limited items. I don't know how many they will announce it, but I think this was like 150 and this was like 30 and 20, something around those lines. So that's pretty much how you can participate in the sale for the EYWA. Now, in terms of how this project is going to operate, now one new thing that they have in Scaleswap is they have more information about the projects. This sort of reminds me of DAO Maker also. So here they're showing the community voting to verify that the Scaleswap community actually voted for this project. So if I go here, it's going to show the snapshot and show that 68% of people actually were interested to participate in this. And the video AMA for more information about the project, and all the information, key metrics, team, features, roadmap, partners, backers, and grants. So everything you need is here, website, white paper, tokenomics. There's a dedicated page for EYWA. They've got the IDO round detail. $50,000 going to be raised at $0.2. So 20 cents, Harmony, 20% TGE, and 3 months linear unlock for this. And it's going to be a fully diluted market cap of 200 million. And these are the round prices, yeah? And then you can see all the information about the team. You can see all the information about the project, what's the unique selling point, roadmap. You can see all the investors and backers and partners, you know, a lot of grants that came through them. But coming back to the sale round, which is the main purpose of this video, the token price of pre-seed is 10 times cheaper in pre-seed, sorry, it's 10 times cheaper than the public round. And the private round is 3 times cheaper. So immediately you're getting a 3x in comparison to the public round. Now, let's have a look at the tokenomics of the project to get a better detail. So people who are pre-seed, and pre-seed is closed, they are getting a 24-month vesting, and they get 10% of their tokens 9 months after the token generation event. So they cannot get any tokens for 9 months. Then they get 10%. And then they get linear unlock after that. Vesting of 24 months. Private seed round, there is 10% 6 months after token generation events, and then linear of unlock, a total of 18 months. The same is applicable for the private 1 round. So this is the private 1 round that you can participate as well for Scaleswap. We come and check it here, the round 1 and round 2 for the opportunity. And coming back to here, there's a round 2 as well. So the round 2 is also the same sort of vesting as round 1. They also have a KOL round, a little bit more expensive, but you're getting 3% after TGE. So on TGE, you get 3% token and 3% after 2 months, 4% after 2 months again, and then a total of 8 months, so 12 months vesting. So the Scaleswap participants who are in ScaleAlpha hold the NFT. You can participate in this round, which is cheaper than the IDO. Now, the IDO will be on Moonedge, Catapult, Gagarin, Harmony Launcher, and Scaleswap. And there's a round for alpha testers. So people who participate here, they're gonna have a pricing of 20 cents, 25% allocation unlock on token generation event, and then monthly unlock after token generation event for the next 3 months. So that's the difference that you will have as the private investor versus these guys. So people who like to do IDO also, take note that as a public IDO participant, the good thing is you won't have these guys selling. But if you're holding the token for a long time, if you want to hold it, if you want to use it in the future for validator, staking, the utility, you're remembering that you're buying this between 3 to 10 times more expensive than the public participants. Whereas if you're here in the round 2, you're pretty much only 2 to 3 times to the pre-seed who are waiting for a very long time. So that's the advantage that the Scaleswap team is providing to you. And I'm not going to go through the detail of this project. So if I want to very quickly summarize for you and highlight it for you, this is a new offering. So you can trust the team and invest with your Scaleswap token holding to access earlier round for sale. It's going to be an NFT that you need to hold. These NFT pass give you the access to participate. There are a limited number of them. And there's a guaranteed round and then a first come, first serve round for this project. And every SCA token that will be gathered from the sale, from this exclusive NFT sale that the people have to buy 10,000 SCA, all of them will be burned to help increase the price of Scaleswap for those who hold the tokens. Also, a quick note is if you have the ScaleAlpha NFT, it doesn't help you with your scale score. You still need Scaleswap tokens. So that's why Scaleswap token is very important to always have. It gives you access to this sale, NFT, and in the future IDO. And it's only a one-time ticket. So this NFT gives you access to the EYWA pool. In the future, if you want to participate, you need to be a Scaleswapper and have access to this and have a score of 2,700 or more. The scoring might change, obviously. So this pass is not going to give you lifetime access to Scaleswap, ScaleAlpha products. This is only for the EYWA sale. And in the future, they're going to have the same mechanism for the future ones. So I'll put all the information as well on my channel and in the description for you to research. I hope you enjoyed this video as well. Again, we are in a market that you need to decide if this is a good offering to be in a private sale for EYWA with a long vesting, or better to do the IDO round. So do your own research. And if you have any question, do let me know, because I can ask the team and they can respond to you. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel, you like this video and share it with your friends. Hopefully you enjoy this, because this is the first time I'm providing people with an opportunity to actually be in the same round as VCs. And this is something I discovered and I wanted to share with you. Thank you for watching this video and see you next time.